morning mga kabaliwan! Now we move on to the Mandalorian left leg wraps, right shin guard, and the knee pad rocket dart launcher. So first, we will make the left leg or shin wraps. What I did here is I took my leg size by securing my leg and wrapping it with a tissue paper, then cover it by wrapping it again using a masking tape. Then carefully cut the entire piece and you will have this form. Now it is time to unfold this leg shape by cutting some parts to make it flat, and it will become your pattern. Now it's up to you if you want to transfer the masking tape pattern to another paper or a vellum board, or simply just use the masking tape pattern and directly transfer it to foam, just like what I am doing now. So now that we have the pattern transferred into foam, best way to fold it back together is by using a contact cement. Now we have folded the shape of the leg. And because the masking tape is thin compared to 4mm foam, the finished leg form will reduce its size and it will not fit my leg. So I will make sure I will have enough room to insert my feet through the prop when I wear it. What I did here is I added a measurement of more than an inch to the width of the leg form to make the entire piece wider and to make it easier to wear. Again, using a contact cement to glue it together. Just by looking at your reference photos, you will notice that the leg wraps is made out of leather. And the leather has some folds or wrinkle effect on it. I will make sure that I'm going to copy the actual look of the wrinkled and folded parts by wrapping the leg form again with the masking tape. Then after wrapping everything, I now draw the pattern or the shape of the folds copying my reference photos. Same process, just peel it and transfer the pattern to foam. Then carefully glue them back to the leg form using a super glue. Now, I am going to cut this part here simply just to make a cave. This is a space for my heel so that I will not have to extend and flex my ankle when I wear the leg wraps. Now it is time to cover the leg form, and because real leather is a bit expensive, I will be using a synthetic leather for this. First, cover both surface of the foam and the synthetic leather by using a contact cement. Then, carefully wrap the leather onto the leg form. Make sure to stretch the leather. Give stress to emphasize the wrinkle foam underneath. Extra wrinkles is much better and it will look way more natural. If you look at your reference photos, You will find that the boot cover has some overlapping texture at the bottom. What I did here is I fold the leather over itself like this, and to make this build much easier and faster, I just glued them in place and not using a sewing machine because I simply don't have one. Now, wrap it around the base of the leg form. Also, you notice that you are covering the cave space for the ankle. Flexing your ankle is not a problem since this is just leather covering the hole. Then make the upper part of the wrap and also the mid detail. Now, I am making the small pouch by using a 3mm foam and cover it with leather. Then glue it permanently onto the top left of the wrap. Now for the mid detail, I am using a raw sienna to color the middle part. To be honest, I am doubting this look for the prop and still thinking if I might just buy a raw sienna colored leather instead in painting it like this. Now we move on to the right shin guard. The structure of the shin guard is completely different compared to the leg wraps. The shin guard has the actual look of an armor, and the shape and the texture is smooth compared to the leg wraps. Now I am making a cut for an easy access of my ankle. Just add some minor details. And finally, we move on to the last part. This is the knee pad rocket dart launcher. Again, this is all freehand and just pay attention to your reference photos to copy all the details very carefully. I am making the dart muzzle and barrel. If you look at the barrels, they have an hourglass shape to it. You can just apply my method if you decided to make one for yourself. Make sure you have a heat gun to shape your muzzles and barrels close or almost close to the actual reference photos. pesos. Now notice that the barrels have 3 grooves around it. Just use a soldering rod for this. Then, add the battle damage details and paint it. Keep on adding details by weathering it and make it look worn out. Then, paint the shin guard. Again, apply acrylic emulsion first to seal the foam. Then paint it by using raw sienna and burnt sienna, all water-based paint. And for the belt of bullets around the shin guard, I am using a curtain rod. I used a pipe cutter to make the groove around every bullets. Just be careful not to overdo it or you will totally cut through the pipe. Just simply use a super glue and stick them together onto the leather belt and wrap it around the shin guard. And finally, the lower support. Okay, so this is how I wear my Mandalorian left leg wrap, and of course the knee armor. First, the knee armor. And then the leg wrap. And make sure when you make this version, wear not a high cut boot or a high cut shoes, just wear something low cut like this. All you have to do is just like that. Okay, now I'm going to wear the right Shin armor. There goes the Velcro. And again,